Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Super Bowl 101, a very special edition of Scott Sports 101 NFL Football Sunday. The big day has finally arrived, Super Bowl 56, and I'm going to be giving you a podcast of my pregame show leading up to kickoff of Super Bowl 56, which will be at 6:30 tonight on NBC. When the LA Rams will square off with the Cincinnati Bengals. It'll be a battle of two first-time quarterbacks, Matthew Stafford versus Joe Burrow. And we're going to get to all of this in just a moment. And we got a lot of great segments for you. We're going to talk about the game and a whole lot more. But first, here is today's Scott Sports 101. Here for segment number one, the very first Scott Sports 101. Super Bowl 101, I should say, trivia question. What product was featured in a 1980 Super Bowl ad starring Mean Joe Greene? I will have the answer later in the podcast, in this segment. Well, it's Super Bowl Sunday. The big day, as I said, has finally arrived as we await the big meeting between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, near Los Angeles. This is the first Super Bowl for both Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford and Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. Both teams are very excited about today's game. And for one of these two quarterbacks, it will be their very first Super Bowl win ever. So we await that. This is going to be an exciting game today. The Bengals and Rams advanced to Super Bowl 56 because of a lot more than one position. Cincinnati, after all, struggled at the bottom of the AFC North even before its young star quarterback went down with a knee injury in 2020. Los Angeles was literally built to win, now with a slew of veterans at different spots, from Odell Beckham Jr. Out wide to Von Miller. Off the edge still. No one can deny the fact that Joe Burrow and Matthew Stafford, both clear-cut top passers during the 2021 campaign, are amazing. The biggest reason Cincinnati and Los Angeles are about to square off for a Lombardi Trophy. As their big face-off approaches, which QBs have the advantage? Which QB has the advantage? Excuse me. Going into Super Bowl Sunday. And what are the respective keys to victory in Los Angeles? We've got all that for you, and I have it right now. Joe Burrow in 2021 was he had three of three in pass it was 3 of 3 in each game, 281 yards, 4 touchdowns, 77% average throwing, and 92% pass rush. That was his average. He averaged this all season. Burrow's first and only playoff run has gone about as well as you could expect, and then some. He was cool, keeping his eyes downfield on off-script throws in his postseason debut against the Raiders. He stood tall despite a historic beating against the Titans in the divisional round, and he was adaptable late against the reigning AFC champion Chiefs to get to the big game. All in all, he has been the same steady, unfazed leader the Bengals have known all year, with an underrated knack for quickly and accurately leading his playmakers. One more win would give him one of the finest postseason debuts in league history and cement him as one of the game's top young signal callers. Now, here are the keys to victory. Now, take what's there. Burrow's charisma, skills as a QB, but he has been really efficient for much of the season, leading the NFL in completion percentage, 70.4. Now, Joe Burrow, here's another key. Joe Burrow versus Aaron Donald. More likely, Cincy's offensive line versus Los Angeles front seven, but you get the picture. Burrow absorbed a record 9 sacks in the Bengals' win over the Titans earlier this postseason, but he stayed upright against the Chiefs on Sunday. Donald, a couple of weeks ago, Donald and the Rams, however, boast one of the nastiest fronts in the NFL, so it'll be imperative that Zach Taylor and the Bengals staff gets creative, if necessary, to keep their star QB on his feet. Now, here's one of the big keys to this game. Ja'Marr Chase versus Jalen Ramsey. One of the game's top playing pass catchers against one of the game's top cover men. Chase has made a dectrifying plays against virtually everyone in his historic rookie campaign, but Ramsey is no stranger to big-time one-on-ones. If the Rams front gets after Burrow, this matchup might be especially crucial to the Bengals QB, as the Bengals QB, looks to loft it up for its go-to game, Charger. Now, here's another key to the game. Sean McVay versus Zach Taylor, two head coaches. One that has been in the Super Bowl before, and one who was very first time in the Super Bowl. The latter emerged from under McVay in Los Angeles and now has a chance to upstage his fellow young gun on the biggest stage of them all. McVay squandered his timeouts in the NFC Championship game and has gone conservative in some odd spots over the years, but he may have a chance to put the pedal to the floor if Matthew Stafford can take advantage of Cincy's defense early. Now, I feel the Bengals have a strong fighting chance to win this big game, but Burrow and the Bengals will have to jump on Matthew Stafford and the Rams defense early. Now, a big key I'm going to tell right now, Joe Burrow must find Ja'Marr Chase open and get the ball to him as often as he can, because that's going to be their best in fighting his chance to win this game. And I will have my Super Bowl pick in my final segment before kickoff of Super Bowl 56. And really, this is going to be one of those games. This could be one of these Super Bowls. This could be a game, the very first Super Bowl, where we could have our very first overtime in this one tonight, in this game. So you never know we will have to wait and see. And we'll talk about more in just a sec, but right now, it is time to reveal the answer to the first segment Super Bowl 101 trivia question. What product was featured in a 1980 Super Bowl ad starring Mean Joe Greene? And if you said Coca-Cola, you are correct. At Super Bowl At Super Bowl 14, Coca-Cola aired an advertisement popularly known as "Hey Kid, Catch," featuring Pittsburgh Steelers All-Pro defensive lineman Mean Joe Greene being offered a Coca-Cola by a young fan drinking it in one sip and tossing the kid his game-worn jersey as repayment. And I will have another trivia question in my next segment, so stay tuned for that. But this is going to be one of those games that's going to be really exciting to watch. And I really think that the Bengals have a fighting chance to win. But as I said, Joe Burrow must find Ja'Marr Chase open and really get the ball to him. That's their best chance to win this game. So we will have to wait and see what happens with this game today. And I really, they've been doing a lot of fun stuff on the pregame show. And they gave a tour of SoFi Stadium just a little while ago. And it's a $1 million stadium, and it is the most expensive stadium in the NFL out of all the stadiums. So, and it is really something. So, it's really something for the LA Rams to host a Super Bowl in their own home. So, this is going to be one of those games that's really going to be fun to watch. And the Pepsi Super Bowl halftime show is Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg tonight. So that's going to be really good. And I want to just take a minute here to let you see this. Like you can see my Super Bowl 101 background here on my backdrop. And I had this created, and this is really going to be a great day. But I really feel this is going to be a great game between the Rams and the Bengals today. The Rams are favored by 4.5 points. And as I said, I will have my pick later in this podcast in my final segment before kickoff. But right now, we only have a couple of minutes left, so we're going to take a break, and I will be back with segment number 2 right after this. Stick around, we got much more to come.